Hello everyone, my name is Pawar Mayuri. I am from IT department. So today's our topic is MySQL. MySQL is a very popular open source relational database management system. It is a structured query language. It is used in computer aim to store, manipulate and retrieve data stored in a relational databases. It was developed by IBM Research in mid of 70s and it is standardized by ANSI in 1968. MySQL provides us with the choice to configure the data type to accommodate any possible data we have. Also, it is reliable and has no large resources required. The first commercial relation database was released by Relational Software and later it is called as Oracle. SQL is a keyword based language and each statement begins with a unique keyword. SQL syntax is not case sensitive. The features of MySQL is it is freeware, thus it is cost efficient. It provides a large number of functionalities. It supports various user interfaces for easy use and it is compatible with other DBMS like Oracle and DB2. So next, what is SQL? It is nothing but a structured query language. Now, next question comes in our mind, that is what is MySQL? MySQL is a relational database management system. It is open source. It is free of cost. MySQL is ideal for both small and large applications. MySQL is very fast. It is reliable, scalable and easy to use. MySQL is cross-platform. MySQL was first released in 1995 and it is developed and distributed and supported by the Oracle Corporation. MySQL is named after a co-founder, Monty Wednesday's daughter, called My. Next, who uses MySQL? Huge databases, Booking.com, Uber, GitHubs, YouTube's like website uses MySQL to store large volume of data. It contains management system like WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, Kanto, etc. A very large number of web developers around the world uses MySQL. MySQL database software uses SQL language. Now, what is that SQL? SQL is the standard language for dealing with relational databases. SQL is used to insert, search, update and delete data from database or delete database records. It is structured query language. It is an interactive query language which can be used to retrieve data from large volume of database. SQL is a database programming language which can be used along with programming language to access data from database. SQL is a database administration language which can be used to monitor and control data access by various users. SQL can be used as an internet data access language. And one more thing, SQL syntax is not case sensitive. Next, how to use SQL? The following SQL statements select all the records in the customer's table. Select star from customer, semicolon. Here, keyword select is used to select data from database. SQL keyword select are not case sensitive. It is same as small letter select. And select star from customer. Star means all record which is present in our customer table. semicolon after each SQL statement. It is a standard way to separate each SQL statement in the database system that allows more than one SQL statement to be executed in the same call to the server. These are some most important SQL commands: select, update, delete, insert, create, alter, drop. Let's see first data definition language and its commands. Data definition language is used to create database schema and database objects like table, view, trigger. We need to use data definition language. And data definition statement, DDL statement, are used to build and modify the structure of your table and other object in the database. DDL include create statement, alter statement, drop statement, rename statement, and truncate statement. Create statement, that is create table or create statement, is used to create database object or table. Create table or one database object. Alter statement is used. Modifying column name of employee table or student table. Second, drop statement or drop command. It is used to remove database object. That is, it is used to remove any table from database. Here syntax is drop table, table name. Rename statement. Rename is used to rename the database object or rename any table. Fifth one, truncate statement. To empty the database table when you execute a DDL statement, it takes effect immediately as it is auto-committed into database. Hence, no rollback operation, that is undo, can be performed with this set of commands. Database objects are any data structure created in the database. For example, table, view, sequence, etc. Next commands are insert, update, delete, and select, which comes under DML, that is data manipulation language. These are statements are used for manipulating or managing the data in the database. DML commands are not auto-committed like DDL statement. It means changes done by DML commands can be rolled back. In other words, DML statements do not implicitly commit the current transaction. Here first DDL command, insert. Insert statement is used to add some data to the database table. We need to use this command, that is insert into table and table name. Second, delete statement. To add, remove data from table, we need to use this add or remove, that is remove. To remove data from the table, we need to use delete statement. For example, I want to delete roll number second, record of roll number 2. Delete record from table student where roll number equal to 2. Third one is update statement. To add changes or to modify the data added to the table, we need to use this command, or to update any information, we need update statement. DML commands are insert, update, and delete. Insert data into table, delete data from table, and update data of table. It's all about DDL and DML statements. let's see some syntax. First one, insert into table name values of column, that is column 1, column 2 up to column n, value of column 1 up to n. To display record, to print all data in, for example, employee table, select star from employee. Delete statement is used to delete some or all records from the existing table. And update statement, insert statement used to modify the records present in existing table. And last one is grant and revoke command. It is from data control language. It is used to control various user actions like inserting data, updating data, deleting data, or viewing data. To perform any operation in the database, user needs to privilege like creating table, index, or view. To perform any operation in the database, user needs privileges like creating table, index, or views. DCL, that is data control language, is set of commands and it is used to grant means give some privilege to user for performing some task on database. And second one is revoke, take back all permission given to the user, that is granting and revoking. Granting means give permission to the user to perform certain task on database, and revoking means to take back the permission given back to user. It's all about DCL, that is data control language, to control the user by granting, by giving permission to user, and by revoking, roll back that permission. Let's see some MySQL data types. Each column in a database table is required to have a name and a data type. An SQL developer must decide what type of data that will be stored inside each column when creating a table. The data type is guideline for SQL to understand what type of data is expected inside of each column, and it also identifies how SQL will interact with the stored data. In MySQL, there are three main types of data types: string, numeric, date and time. In MySQL, there are three main types, which are: first one is string, second one numeric, and third one date and time. Exact numeric data type. It contains integer, small integer, tiny integer, and its range from 0 to 255. That is range in between 0 to higher range is 255. Next one is approximate numeric data type. It contains float and real data type, and ranges vary from minus 1.79 to the plus 1.79308. Third one is date and time. It includes date type, small format, simple date, and simple time. And it range varies from January 1, 1953 to December 31, 1999. Second one is character string data type. It includes character data type, varchar data type, varchar with size, that is maximum size, and text data type. Character include maximum length of 8000 characters and it is of fixed length. In varchar, maximum of 8000 character and it is variable length. Varchar max, that is maximum length of 231 characters and it is of variable length. In text, it is a variable length non-Unicode data type with maximum length 147 483 and 647 characters. Next one, Unicode characters, and which is of string data type. It include nchar, nvarchar of size, that is max, and ntext. Nvarchar include maximum length of 4000 characters and it is of fixed length. Nvarchar, it is of maximum length up to 4000 character and it is of variable length. Next, nvarchar of size max, that is maximum length of 231 character and it is used in SQL Server 2005 only and it is of variable length. Ntext maximum length is 1073741 character and it is of variable length. Next one is binary data type. It includes binary, variable binary of size and image of type. First, binary, it includes maximum length of 8000 bytes and it is of fixed length. Next one, variable binary, maximum length of 8000 bytes and it is of variable length binary data. Next one is variable binary max, maximum length of 231 bytes and it is used in SQL Server 2005 only and it is of variable length. And last one, image, and it is of maximum length or size is 147, 483, 647 of bytes and it is of variable length. Next is miscellaneous data type. It includes SQL variant, timestamp, unique identifier, XML, cursor, table. SQL variant stores value of various SQL Server supported data types except text and timestamp. And next one is timestamp. It stores the database wide unique number that gets updated every time a row gets updated. Next, unique identifier. It stores a globally unique identifier, GUID. XML, it stores XML data. You can store XML instances. It normally used in SQL Server 2005 only. Next one, cursor. It references to a cursor object and table. It stores result set for lateral processing. Thank you. That's all.